All right, so this one, it's specifically asking you how many terms. You say you have the last term as well. But you see, they gave you equal sign here, equal sign, meaning you've got the S subscript N. Look what's the difference. This one, there is no equal sign. You only have the last term given. This one, like I said, they will say 5, or they could write it like this. The sum of the series, 5 plus 9 plus 13 plus blah, 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 is 860. Or they just write is equals to 860 in words. Or in symbol equals to 86. So 860 is your SN. This one here is your SN. So it's your SN. It's not the TN. Don't confuse that with the T subscript N, the last term. Please don't confuse that. The SN, there is equals to. That's what it is. It's equals to that. So the choice is yours. You can use this formula, or you can use the other formula, the short one. So since all are similar, let me pick the first and the last, number 1 and number 4, to deal with this, because I told you how these are basically the 3 different ways to ask you to find N. It says how many terms, which term, calculate the number of terms. Okay, the number of terms. The number of terms. All right, say which term in the series is whatever. All right, like 13 is the third term. They say which term in the series is 13? Well, it's the third. All right, so let's take number 1 and number 4. All right, so I can employ this same question. I'm using this formula here. So I'm gonna go, all right, Sn of God, it's actually 860 equals to, do I have the N? That's what I'm looking for. Remember, this can form a quadratic formula also. It's possible. And then I've got 2 into A. My A, you can readily see it. It's 5 there. Close the parenthesis, then plus, open the parenthesis. I've got N minus 1. I want to multiply it by the D. 9 minus the 5, I believe, is a 4. 9 minus the 5 is the 4. Double check it. 13 minus the 9 is the 4. Here we know it's arithmetic. There was no need to double check. But in a question that normally they don't tell you whether it's arithmetic or geometric most of the time. You need to figure out what it is. All right, so we know it's a 4. So that means I'm going to put 4 here, because we're going to multiply this by 4. Then I can put it in a brackets, parenthesis, then put the brackets there. So there we go. Now we need to deal with this. Well, inside here, 2 times 5, you can see it's a 10. Personally, I'm telling about me, I love to remove this 2 here, the one that is under N, by multiplying the left-hand side, the 860, because I don't want to multiply it inside and remain with fractions. But if you multiply inside and remain with fractions, there's nothing wrong with it. It's still right. It's still correct. It's still correct. Don't worry. So I'm going to go ahead. I always love to clear the fractions immediately. So there it is. So I've got 1,700, I believe, I almost say, and 60 and 20 equals to, now I've got N, open the bracket, that one should be 10. Then I can distribute the 4 into that one there. So it's going to be plus It must be plus 4n. Plus 4n. And then minus the 4. Close the brackets. There we go. Now I can work inside the bracket. Watch, I've got 10 minus the 4. Come on, that gives me 6. 10 minus the 4 is 6. I'm still going to write it a little bit more, one step at a time, because it's the first time dealing with the maths the normal way, the usual way. All right, so later, I won't do this. I'll be moving a little bit smarter. It's not fast, it's smarter, because instead of writing 10 minus 4, I would have written 6 already. Good. Then that n must multiply into the brackets, all right? So I'm gonna clear the other side because I wanna work here. I'm working here on the screen. So here we go. And then all of this stuff, let's shift them here to the left-hand side where it belongs. Good. Now I'm multiplying into the parentheses. So what have I got? I've got 1,720 equals to 6n. Equals to 6n. And then the n must multiply the 4n, so it's going to be 4n squared. There we go. You can see now it's a quadratic because 1,720 will go to the other side. I can see that 2 can go everywhere, but instead of doing that, remember I'm taking this one this side. So, but I'm going to write 4n squared first. So let's use yellow. So we have 4n squared, and then plus, writing it in a standard form, plus 6n, and then minus 1,720. All of that equals to 0. Well, you don't need to divide by 2 and simplify. I always tell people, don't try to waste your time to try to figure out what is the what are the factors, because you are in the exam. I say just go after quadratic. Just do your quadratic very sharp, very quickly. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Actually, I can factorize it, but the thing is to you to be like, wow, this guy is smart. While I'm showing you the smartness, but I'm not helping you how to tackle the question faster and save time in exam. That doesn't help. Because with you, you'll be like, mini, money, mini. You try that, you're consuming time. No, just go quadratic one time. You win by that. All right, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. Because it's n, so we're going to say n equals, remember quadratic, it's x. We say minus b. So minus b, it's minus 6. Because the b is 6. Then it will be plus. It should be plus or minus. We know it's a square root of b squared, which is going to be 6 squared. And then is minus 4a. Remember the quadratic formula, it's given in a formula page. You don't get a mark by writing it because it's already given to you. So we have 4a, the a, what's the a? In our case, it will be 4. You see, I didn't even divide it. I know the 2 goes. I know that. And then we need the c, which is negative 1,720. Close the parentheses. And then all of that is under the radical sign. All right? I love my radical sign all the time. I love them to be more perfect, to be nice straight line. There we go. And then all over the 2a. Everybody knows what's the 2a. So it's 2 times the a, which is just the 4. All right. So I'm going to show you what I'll do. So I'm just going to write n equals 2. Now I'm going to start with the positive because everything's a division. So there's the division. So I've got -6 plus square root. I've got 6 squared minus 4 times the 4 times, I can open the bracket and put -1720, close the brackets. I go under 2 into 4, close the parenthesis, equals to, you see, the answer is 20 with the positive. Remember, I said to you, I think it's somewhere here. Oh, no, it's not here, but I told you, I said n is an element of natural number. So this is already natural number. That is the answer. The other one won't work. Somebody might say, what if they are 2? No, they can never be 2. And it is not the other one. Let's keep it and see. So I'm just going to back off there and go slot in a negative. Yeah, from there, that means I just backspace, put a negative there, punch it. Look at your answer. It's -2.5. 21, I'm sorry. So it's -21, 5. You see, because it's negative, it's not allowed. Even though it was positive, because it's a decimal 0.5, it's not allowed. So that one, we throw it away. It's like n, it's like counting people. You cannot say there were -21.5 people or 21.5 people. No. It must be 20. It must be natural number. So that is the answer for that one there. Are we good, gentle people?